The scenario, Bruno, the situation. You know what that is? You're just looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about? There you go. Stretch it out, bud. Stretch it out. Come here. There you go. Why don't you do me a favor, buddy? Why don't you do me a favor? Since I work so much and you rest so much, why don't you do a little bit of resting for me, okay? All right? Now you stay right there. You stay right there. There you go. The scenario we have, the situation we have is not looking good. What we got here is we got a seat track. A seat track that's bent. A seat track that spot welds were cut out on it and the rips ripped out and torn up and looks like shit. The seat track that we got to use. Is the seat track bad? Is it? And the scenario that we have is a Volkswagen Karmann Ghia that we're restoring. The scenario we have is a rotted out, rusted, bullshit, piece of shit floor. Somebody did a fly-by-night shade tree mechanic. Thought I'd go ahead and throw that shade tree in. Job on the car. But now we're doing a professional job. My friend Pete, your friend Pete, everybody's friend Pete is showing you how to do a professional job. So we'll leave the seat track alone for a couple minutes because now we got to look at the floor and get an overall view of what the fuck we just... So if you come over here, you remember we cut the old floor pan out, which is right here. Okay. See how rotted it is? See how rusted that is? Are you learning anything, Bruno? Bruno! Okay. Are you mad at me? Are you upset with me, bud? What's going on? What's up? Talk to dog psychiatrist Pete and he'll make everything better for you. You can't go out in the back. I know that's what you want to do. I know you want to go out in the back and go for a walk, but you know why, right? You can't go out in the back because of all the burrs and all the stickers. And they'll get all over in your hair. So don't feel all glumpy because we can't go out in the back. We'll go for a little walk in a little while, okay? Out in the front. So anyway, back to our story before we were kindly interrupted. Thank you very much, Bruno. We got the old floor pan here, and as I lift it up, you can see the light through the floor. It's just a pile of shit. It's just a piece of shit that got worse on us. Now, if our shade tree mechanic did it, he probably would have done it like that. So he cut a square hole out. All right, don't fix the rest of the fucking rust because we don't give a shit. You see what I'm saying? And put a piece of tin in there that he bought over at Home Depot or something and said, there you go. And glued it down at that. So he used silicone. Used automobile silicone to glue it down. Wow. That's real fucking good there, shade tree mechanic guy. But what we did, we professionally cut the floor pan out. I took the sheet track off of the floor, see? And what I also did, I went ahead and took our rear kicker panel off. Now if you look, I went ahead and spot welded that back on. It's as sturdy, as solid as a rock. We don't have to worry about the way that looks because the owner is going to have custom interior put in here and this is all going to be covered. It's going to be insulated and covered, so it'll look good. I went ahead and made sure that I kept the lip under here so you can put the insulation pad back under it, okay? And it's all welded in place. I went ahead and spot welded my floor pan all the way around, okay? Then, once I did that, I came back and stitched welded and seam welded it all the way down. And if you look right here, you can see that it's been welded all the way around. Now, I did not do that on the top in here, see? I couldn't get under the floor, all right? I couldn't get back in there to weld. So what I did is I came down on the bottom here. Let me get down here. And if you look up here, you can see where that weld stops. There you go. That weld stops and this one starts. So I went all the way around and welded that up. I also took my body hammer. Get back in focus, bastard. There you go, don't fuck with me. I also took my body hammer and I went ahead and pounded the lip of the floor, the original floor, up as tight as I can get it to there, because we were gonna seam seal all that in on the bottom and it's gonna look really, really nice. So you can see that the gap is very tight, okay? Welding upside down is a chore, okay? Welding upside down is a job, okay? It takes a lot of practice of welding to actually, where the fuck are we at? There it is. To actually weld upside down. So the welds aren't gonna be as pretty upside down as they are right side up, but we will grind that down and make it as pretty as possible. This car will be undercoated with 3M rubberized undercoating when it, what the fuck, look at that big old hole, wow. It will be undercoated with 3M undercoating, okay? And a lot of that's gonna be hidden and you'll never even know it was there. So, back to the floor on the top side here. We didn't have enough steel, okay, because they only give you so much floor. So what I did, we had a bad spot over there, okay, if you notice. And what I did, I took a patch panel, I made it out of the same material. There it is. Made it out of the same material. Okay, it was leftover from our floor where we cut it out. And I went ahead and welded that in there and I seamed it up very good. I welded it all the way around, okay? So that's welded in there tight. And that's very important, okay? To make sure that all of the panels that you put on are welded in tight and strong. If you notice, the floor is as strong as it was before it got rust. It's like brand new now. This side of the floor is in very, very good shape. We don't have to mess with that. But if you look over there, the front of that floor is in bad shape. And when we remove this seat track over here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, and I've already ordered a front half section. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and section that front half piece in. We're not gonna replace the whole floor part, but we will replace part of it. Okay, instead of patching it up like this, because that's just way too much rust to patch up. So anyway, back on this side. So, once you got your floor in, once the floor is in and it's solid and tight, okay, one more fucking time just to show you, you're pretty much done with it. Okay, all we gotta do is seam seal it up around the edge there where I had to break it off, and then I'll seam seal the bottom of it, and the floor is done. Ready to get on to the next job. But really, is it? Is it really, really done? No, it's not. Okay, are you learning anything, Bruno? Keep listening, bud. No, the floor isn't done. We don't have the seat track back in yet. We gotta put our seat track back in the car, okay? No, the floor isn't done. We don't have the seat track back in yet. We got to put our seat track back in the car, okay? Taking the seat tracks out of a Volkswagen is not an easy job. It was a little bit misleading to me, especially when they're old, rotted, and rusted. You can't see all the spot welds, but I gave you a good idea of where to start, okay? I gave you a good idea of getting started on the job and getting it done. So take it from there and use the video for granted, okay? As much as possible that you can use it for, because I'm doing this for you. Okay, buddy? So don't fucking bitch me out. Just because I didn't go in 100% 99,000 detail specifically of what to do. Yes, okay, it is looking fucked up. It does look fucked up. That happens once in a while. But everything in life is fixable. Okay? Everything in life, okay? I was looking at the microphone for some reason. Wow. Everything in life can be repaired, and this is a good example of fixing something that's fucked up. What we're going to do is we are going to dolly this out. See, we're going to hammer and dolly this out until it gets back to where it's supposed to be. If you watch what I'm doing, you'll see that a lot of the parts that you use, let's stick it over here on the edge of my table. See there? See there? It's a situation that had a solution that got repaired, okay? If you look at the track now, all right, it's a usable track, okay? We're gonna do the same thing on this end. Now watch what I do here, watch close, okay? Watch what I do now. I'm gonna get my track straight. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to get my track, and all I'm doing, I'm just using my table. See, I'm using my metal top table as a dolly, see? It's kind of a bitch. Go get it. See there? Look at that. Look at that there. Okay. Now we're going to bend that back. Still got to do a little bit of work on the track. Still got to do a little bit of work. Track itself. And this track's fucked up, okay? It's fucked up. But we're gonna make it work, see? Now it's pissing me off, but now it's getting me a little testy. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Go a long way. You gotta bend right there, see? You gotta bend. We gotta straighten out, so I'm gonna take my... I knew that was gonna happen. See? I knew it was going to happen. It was going to come apart sooner or later. So I got to straighten this out and get it where it's nice and level, see? So I'm going to go over to my vise. I'll be right back. I'm going to put that in a vise. I'm going to twist it. That's what I'm going to do. My name's Pete, and this is Bruno, and we're over at southwestridingcustom.com.